Alright, best of 3 rank match here versus a diamond player, the Brilliant. We'll keep this hand, we have some interaction, and we top deck a land that covers our land types, which is always good. Good to see good old Rakdos. There's Fear of Missing Out, dumping another Fear of Missing Out. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what our opponent might be playing here. So we'll just see what they go for on turn 3. It's probably Rakdos midrange or Rakdos Demons. A triple Fear of Missing Out. It's quite interesting. They dump a Fatal Push and go for a Duress, so we will just exile one of their fears, pass it back here. They take the bargain, makes sense. We are going to have to Lightning Helix.
Oh, he did.
We have to hit that because it's now got Delirium, which is double things. And there's a Shieldred, so this does appear to just be straightforward potential Rakdos Demons. Right, let's pillage the bog. And we find the Leyline Binding, which is perfect, so we can pass it back.
Bye.
We're going to hit them with a Leyline Binding before combat. And the end step. Right, pass it back. And they concede to that, which seems weird to me. I can't imagine what was in their hand that they had to do that. But considering this is probably just Rakdos mid-range, I think we run it back with our current deck list. I like what we have here. But we got to see what happens. I've moved the microphone, so I hope it sounds better. Like there's more, like I'm here, if that makes sense. Right, we keep this because our Edgar does work. But sadly, we're going to get hit with the 4C, so Edgar's gone. But we top deck and up the Beanstalk, which is nice. Well, nice in this matchup. There's a Blade of the Oni, so this is just Rakdos Demons. We'll hit up the Beanstalk to draw a card. They go to the Unholy Annex, so we're going to be hit for 5 every turn right now. Play a land, play the Ancient Cornucopia. Let's see what they go for here. Land into Fortsies, which is bad, which means they've probably taken the Verdict. No, they take another Edgar. And they play a second Annex, so we are being drained for 4. Alright, we're going to play Tolsimir.
Attack.
And we'll fight the Blade to kill it, gaining 3 life back. Opponent pops the Ritual Chamber here, draws, puts us down by 4. Because of course. So put Urine into hand here. Pass it back. I want them to do something other than play things here. But we can't risk it now, so we've got to hit with the Leyline Binding, take out the Demon. What is our opponent going to do here? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That is not a demon. So, Fear of Missing Out. Again, not a demon. So, they're going to take 4 here. They are drawing cards, which is very unfortunate for us. Right, with that in mind, our best bet now. Let's go. Gain life. Draw a card. Time to blink.
Hold the line.
Right. Here's the cool part. These come back. We can exile now. I'm going to exile the room that's not fully opened, have it fight the Fear of Missing Out, and exile.
Bye.
And we draw some cards, bite them things back, hold our life at 15, which is very nice. They do have an active Fable, they're clearly looking for answers. The bargain, combined with other stuff, might help us out here. What are you doing, opponent? There's an Edict. I'm going to attack Tolsimir. I've got a flying blocker that's hard to deal with here and can't be pushed. I'm going to block with the token here, because I'm assuming you must have something. There's a Blade of the Oni, so we are taking 2 here. There's a third Fable of the Mirror Breaker, I think, because they discarded 1 earlier. Right, this is good. So, 2 combat, we attack with both. There's no way they trade the Blade for anything. Put them down to 13. We hit the Leyline Binding here. Draw a card, gain life. We will take the other Annex to stop their card draw. And then I think I'm okay with just passing back here. They're going to flip the Saga. We do have a board wipe, and we have a Rakshasa's Bargain to dig if we need it. I keep forgetting the soundboard here. It's the problem with trying to talk and do stuff. Right, we're going to bargain in response to this. Gain 3 life and draw a card on top of the spell. There's a Vanishing Verse. And then we take 2 more Vanishing Verse. Wow. Vanishing Verse, take out the Oni.
Bye.
Take out the Blade of the Oni. They can now take another Vanishing Verse. They got another Duress, because of course they do. Take out another one of our spells. They're trying to force us to use the board wipe here. There's a Shieldred. They attack for treasure. They have no more card advantage though. And there's a Thoughtseize, because they've got the 16th millionth answer in their hand. So let's cycle. Let's cycle again. Find a Vanishing Verse, which is very good. Play a land. We will just pass it back, I think. See what they do here. They flip the reflection, so they're really close to just taking it here. There's their 4th Fable. Wow. Let's see what they go for here. They could, in theory, use the reflection, copy another reflection, and make a bunch of reflections in the end step to force us to do stuff. Which is why I am, trying to think what to do here. Alright, we've got no choice. We're going to have to go for the old exile here. No, we just let that happen. Fear of missing out's coming back now. They're copying the treasure token, that's fine. In response,
Bye.
we'll exile that. If they want to attack in with these 2, both of them are going to die anyway. We need something we can work with here. They're playing the Fear, which is a bit bold. There's a Vanishing Verse. So let's cycle a land. Find a Cornucopia, so we'll play that. Move to combat and hold it back. So, assuming they're going to go for like a loop to take near infinite turns, we will respond to them trying to copy the Fear of missing out here. If that's what they're going to go for. They play a Ritual Chamber to make a demon. Interesting. They got to copy the demon.
Bye.
We'll exile that, gain 2 life. Yeah, you make a hasty 6/6 demon. That's fine. They have to attack with the Fear. We'll block there. We'll take the 6. They got to attack again. Now we have to block. And we go down. And yeah, we unfortunately lose that match because, well, we got shafted and they drew 7 Thoughtseizes. That's why we lost. It's always good watching these back and you realise that I didn't really misplay there. There literally was just 4 Fable, 7 hand disruption spells, so this one was pretty much a given to them. Here's the turn on Thoughtseize. Honestly, do believe that Thoughtseize is probably the card that I would like to get out of Pioneer. I feel that there's enough hand disruption effects, and I think we're always just going to have a problem with Thoughtseize in the deck. There's a Ritual Chamber to draw a card.
Try again.
We'll blow it up with the Knight, because you didn't respect the Knight. Now they need double Thoughtseize here to actually do something crazy, so let's just bring to light here. We've got 4 mana, which is pretty bad for us. So I'm going to actually throw out the Edgar and swing in for 2. So they don't currently have a demon. And they are at 12. They go for the Duress. They take the 4. Interesting. They go down to 10 here. We'll play a land. Move to combat. Attack in. They go for the throat, but remember, we'll play a Tulsimir because we're just going to put aggro on the board here. They can't afford to take damage from the Ritual Chamber, so they're opening it, making a 6/6. They draw a card, stay on 10. Right, now it's just time for us to hit with the Thoughtseize. It's only 4 mana again, but what we can do here is do the Valky trick. So we grab Valky. We're going to minus the Valky, get rid of the 6/6 demon. Then we're going to hit them. Bang, 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 down to 2. Now, let's see what they've got here. Invoke Despair. We'll sack a land, sack that, and sack that. What's your plan now? I really wanted to laugh at how they screwed that up.